Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well today. What is today? Friday. You guys made it to the end of your week. I'm so proud of you. I wonder how many people rage quit their jobs this week. Okay, Micah, this is for you especially. The trial got good today. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna upload it. But today was enjoyable. If you're watching the Kelly trial, that I have in a playlist. The other ones were boring because they were like police officers and the coroner, and they just talk professional. Well, the defendant's name is George Kelly, and his wife got on the stand today. It was great. I thought it was great. I was very entertained today by George Kelly's wife. He was too. He's on trial for murder, and she had him laughing a couple times because she was so she was just yelling at people. He thought that was funny, and I thought that was funny. Mm. So, yeah, I I don't want to upload it now like I did yesterday because that's you know, I guess my internet can't handle as much as I can. But and I took one of the clips out that I was going to share with you guys today, and I feel guilty. That's why I'm confessing right now, because I'm not. Even though I feel guilty, I'm not going to change my mind. um, I got a Karen. I got a Karen. It's not that long, but I'm gonna put it out as a video tomorrow, somewhere in the middle of the day. So, yep, yep, yep. But you still can see it. You're still gonna be able to see it, and I want to enjoy it with you guys. But I think this is a really good one to make a video of, so that people in the daytime can enjoy some of these courts that they don't get to see like we do at night. And it's that judge. Not Lori's husband, the cute guy, but the other cute guy that we just saw the other day. So, yeah, no appetite for nothing. I have chicken Popeye right here. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. Oh, my mouth is watering. I shouldn't have looked over there. I should have said that. All right. So, skipping that one, we're gonna go to Money and Girls. This clip is called Money and Girls, guys. Here we go. Here we go. You'll like it. You'll like it. Yeah, that cute guy. Donald. It's all right, Donald. All the girls know exactly which judge I'm talking about.
Ohio versus Jason Wright, and it is case 23 CRB 985. Mr. Wright, looks like you failed to appear for a contempt hearing in this matter, and that was scheduled back in August 23rd. What happened?
I believe I was at work that day. I tried to get a hold of the courts, but I don't know. I think it just slipped my mind, truth be told. So,
Slipping your mind, look where it got you. You know, here's
yeah,
if you don't show up, you know, I tell people showing up is 90% of life, right?
exactly.
If you just show up, things go a whole lot better. Yeah, you may have to do some other stuff, but if you show up, everybody knows that you care.
Yeah,
Apparently, there were 40 hours of community service that you were supposed to perform, and I apparently you haven't done that. That's at least that's what I'm reading here. So
yeah, no, I haven't. Like I said, I missed the court date. I knew I messed up, so I went and turned myself in yesterday. So
okay.
I'm not, you know what I mean? I just want to get it over with and show up to court so I don't have to be in jail. So,
Well, what are we going to do here? Are you going to do the community service?
oh yeah, I'm planning on doing it because I'm planning on getting rid of everything that I have right now and just, like I said, get this over with. I'm trying to live a completely different life than this. Too young to be doing this.
All right. Well, right now the warrant said there was a cash or surety, $5,000 cash or surety bond. Here's what I'm going. I mean, there's not a lot here. You just have to do some community service. So, as I said, it's all showing up, and it's actually
Okay.
just showing up and showing you care, and it's
Here
important
we
to
go,
you.
guys.
I'll tell you what, I will allow you to be released at this point, but I want the community service to be completed within the next 45 days. Can I have just a empty form here? And so what you're going to do is you're going to report here to the probation department immediately upon your release.
Okay.
I have to write this out. So you take a few minutes. Be released. And you'll complete.
Don't I have a lot here anymore?
Your community service.
This is what he says on his soapbox, Linus. He's going to say it any minute now. And I agree with him.
Within 45 days. Now, I want you to know, I'm looking here at the file. You also owe, looks like you have a balance of $1,475.75 in fine and court costs. I want you.
Yeah.
We'll put you on a payment plan. Easy for me to say. So that we can get that taken care of. All right.
Yes, sir.
Because otherwise, this isn't going to go away. We don't, we do care about you. I know it sounds like I don't, but I actually do. And I want to see everything taken care of.
Yeah.
For your sake, you want it behind you as well, right?
Exactly. I'm young. I'm trying to make some money and see some girls, man. That's it.
Good for you. All right. Anyway, come here to the probation department immediately upon your release, and let's get her done, right?
Okay. Yep. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I believe that's everybody in the jail. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm
That's everybody.
young. I just need some money and to see some girls. Good for you. At least he has priorities straight. Money and then girls. Money and then girls. All right. We haven't been to this judge in a while because he just really hasn't performed like he did that first time. It's hard when a judge is perfect to get him again because no one is always perfect. So he has never once lived up to the first clip I played of him. And it was the greatest clip ever, ever. But yeah, I like the defendant in this one. So there's actually two from him today. Here's the first one.
Felony is punishable by a sentence of between 6 months and 2.5 years, with 1 year being the advisory sentence, as well as a fine of up to $10,000. Count 2 alleges possession of marijuana, a Class B misdemeanor. That count reads, on or about the 12th of August, 2024, in LaPorte County, Indiana, Timothy Byers did unlawfully, knowingly, or intentionally possess marijuana. That's a Class B misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 180 days in jail and a fine of up to $1,000.
So you know how, Eileen, you know how defendants go in front of the judge and they start saying, oh, well, I didn't, I wasn't even there. I was across the street. And the judge is like, "Shh, I don't care. Don't talk to me about your case. I don't care. This is just a bond hearing." Lawyers, a defense attorney, they don't care. Like that's their job. Their job is to look at the law and look at what happened and get you the best outcome possible, whether you're innocent or guilty, or that's almost besides the point. If you're guilty, but the police officers didn't follow the law. That's their job. Their job is to ensure that the law is followed to get you the least amount of possible, whether you're innocent or guilty. I mean, that's one piece of it, but it's sort of besides the point. It's how the law is. They study the law.
Count 3 alleges possession of paraphernalia in a Class C misdemeanor. That count reads on or about the 12th of August, 2024, LaPorte County, Indiana. Timothy Byers did unlawfully, knowingly, or intentionally possess an instrument, device, or other object intended for introducing into the body a controlled substance. As a Class C misdemeanor, it is punishable by up to 60 days in jail and a fine of up to $500.
Mr. Byers, do you understand each charge and the potential penalties for each charge?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Preliminary pleas of not guilty on your behalf to all charges in this case. Bond is set at $750 cash.
Do you waive
Post
that?
your cash bond. You
Ever?
can use that money to help you pay for and hire an attorney. Your next court date is going to be October 22nd, 2024 at 12:45 p.m. That will be on the second floor of the Michigan City Courthouse in the Magistrate's Courtroom.
Thank you.
For Superior Court number 4. If you do bond out, you need to have your attorney hired.
How many people wave back? When I wave, how many people wave back?
By October 22nd, and you also need to appear in court in person on that day. Do you have any questions?
I do. Your Honor, I've been picked up on the warrant for this. I was not arrested at the time of the alleged, them finding this in my car. I'm unable to post bond. My vehicle is in impound. My dog is in impound, and I'm hands on. I've never been in trouble in this county before, and I'm just asking if you can give me an OR today so I can get my car out of impound, and then proceed with hiring a lawyer and getting on with my life. I'm on disability. My dog is all that I have. She's in the Humane Society right now. I've had her for 6 years. If I stay any more time, I'm going to lose my car. I won't have nothing to go out to.
So I hear mothers and fathers come in front of the judge all the time. I'm a single mom. I'm a single dad. I'm the only one they have, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, okay, well, you should have thought of that before you did the crime. Don't worry. Children and youth will take care of it, or CPS or whatever. But when he says they got my dog, I need my dog. My dog's in the pound. Too much. That's too much. Judge, let him go. Let him go. Thank you, lady. Hi, Lizzie. Sorry.
I'll be homeless. I'm just asking for an OR today. Again, I'll show up with counsel. And I won't. You won't see me in your county again. I know that. This is all a misunderstanding in the first place. I had someone with me in my vehicle at the time when I did get pulled over.
Mr. Byers, you don't need to talk about what happened or didn't happen. You need to discuss that with your
You're
attorney.
lying.
Correct. I'm just
You
asking.
have no money in the post.
No, sir, I don't. No,
You do have 4 pending cases in Lake County, though, correct?
correct. That's why I'm trying to get out on OR so I can get everything together.
Well, you understand when you sign a bond agreement, it says on there that you are not to commit any other criminal offenses, and that is a violation of your bond.
I understand that.
You've done that 4 times. You signed that, and you continue to get in trouble.
As I had said, I was unaware that this was in my vehicle. I know I'm in trouble. I have an attorney that I've spoken to. I'm just not been able to pay him yet. I have got to get out to get my vehicle, so I'm able to pay him. So if I could get OR'd, I would greatly appreciate it, Your Honor.
Any objections from the state, putting Mr. Byers on level 4 supervision?
Given the nature of the charges, Your Honor, no objection.
All right, Mr. Byers, I'll release you on your own recognizance, but I'm sending you to pretrial, so you're going to be under pretrial supervision.
Okay.
At a level 4 supervision. The jail is going to provide you with the rules and conditions of pre-trial.
Vacation, I think.
You'll read those before you're released from the jail. If you accept those rules and conditions, then you'll sign that form on the page where indicated. Again, I'm putting you on level 4 supervision. I'm ordering that you call pre-trial no later than 3 o'clock tomorrow, September 5th. 2024, so you can get signed up for pretrial, and they'll explain to you the requirements of level 4 supervision.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I have. My streaming software only shows top chat, not live chat, not all chat. So I'm missing messages, okay? Well, when I create a stream, I cannot mute that stream until after the stream has already started. So I always forget way at the beginning. And then sometime during the stream while things are happening and I go and I check to see all the chat, it plays the song, I have to mute it. So I don't know a way around it. I just don't know a way around it. I need to get to the other tab and it's always mute. I think I do know a way around it. I think I figured it out. Don't worry. I don't think it'll happen again. Maybe.
If you fail to call pretrial by 3 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday, September 5th, or you fail to comply with your level 4 supervision requirements, your release in this case can be revoked and a warrant condition for your arrest. I will allow you to live in Porter County. You are not to leave the state of Indiana without permission from the court. If you are arrested for any other offenses after today, I am going to revoke your release on OR in this case and issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand that?
I do. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions? You're welcome.
No, sir. Thank you very much.
And I gave Officer Maskey, you have this court date of October 22nd, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Byers, you're excused. Thank you.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Go get your doggy. Go get your doggy. Please. Now we get another guy in front of the same judge who sort of wants the same thing, sort of, but there's a difference. There's no dog. I'm fiddling around. Hold on, it's coming.
State of Indiana versus Travis Kelly, 4060-04-2409 CM2076. Show for the record, Mr. Kelly appears by video without counsel for initial hearing. Mr. Kelly, did you hear the advisement of your rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what your rights are in this case?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about your rights today?
Sir.
What's your mailing address?
208 Vale Street, Michigan City, Indiana.
You have a cell telephone number?
219-24.
All right, sir, please listen. Mr. Perdoso is going to advise you of the charges and potential penalties.
Thank you, Your Honor. There are 3 counts alleged in the charging information. Count 1 is invasion of privacy, a Class A misdemeanor. That count reads, on or about the 3rd day of September 2024 in LaPorte County, Indiana, Travis Kelly did unlawfully, knowingly, or intentionally violate an order issued in another state that is substantially similar to an order previously described above, i.e. a protective order or a no contact order. That is a Class A misdemeanor. It's punishable by
I have Florida today, but not Van.
up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $5,000. Count 2 alleges resisting law enforcement is a Class A misdemeanor. That count reads on or about the 3rd day of September 2024 in LaPorte County, Indiana. Travis Kelly did unlawfully, knowingly, or intentionally flee from a law enforcement officer after the officer has, by visible or audible means, identified himself or herself in order for the person to stop. That's a Class A misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $5,000. Check something.
Mr. Kelly, do you understand each charge?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, there's another count of resisting law enforcement charge, but it's also charged as fleeing. And I was trying to look at the police report to see if that's a mistake or if it's alleged that he fled 2 different times.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, Mr. Kelly, not now.
Okay, it looks like there are two different allegations of fleeing. Okay, so count 3 alleges that on or about the 3rd of September 2024 in LaPorte County, Indiana, Travis Kelly did unlawfully, knowingly, or intentionally flee from a law enforcement officer after the officer had, by audible or visible means, identified himself or herself and ordered the person to stop. That is a Class A misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $5,000.
All right, Mr. Kelly, do you understand each charge and the potential penalties for each charge?
Sir.
I'm entering preliminary pleas of not guilty on your behalf to all charges in this case. Mr. Kelly, you have the right to remain silent and the right against self-incrimination. Anything you say in this hearing could be used against you. So if the court's not going to get into the facts of this case, anything that happened or didn't happen, those are things you need to take up with your attorneys. But if you do have a question, I'll try to answer that.
Yes, I was going to say, I had just started my job at the Blue Chip Casino, and I did want to hire an attorney, but I can't hire an attorney if I'm locked up in here and I miss any more days at work. I just basically started. And I don't get, I can tell you I get paid next week, but me sitting in here, if I miss today, at least tomorrow and all that, I would be fired. I won't miss no court dates. I'll make sure I'm on time. I'm in Michigan City. I'm right up the street from the courthouse. I can walk to court. I won't miss no days. I will stay out of trouble. I just want to go back to work and finish doing what I had to do, Your Honor.
What shift do you work at Blue Chip?
I work from 11 to 7, Your Honor. 11 at night to 7 in the morning. I got full time. I work as a custodian. And I just started, Your Honor, so I just want to keep working and doing what I got to do, Your Honor. If I had to pay my court fees, pay my court fees, pay my attorney fees, do what I want to do, what I have to do, Your Honor. But right now, I don't have the funds.
So the only option I'm going to give you, Mr. Kelly, is either post a bond or I will allow you to go to work release. Work release will probably pick you up tomorrow.
So I've never, ever, ever heard this before. He can either post a bond or he can go to work release. If he chooses work release, he can't post a bond. So, like, what they do is they OR him to work release. So he's still in jail. They pick him up, they take him to his job, they bring him back, and then he stays in jail. But he can't bond out because he has an OR bond. Isn't that crazy?
As long as tomorrow morning sometime, as long as you are eligible for their program and compliant with their program, then you can go to work and stay in work release. It's up to you.
And for how long? So I'll be able to bond out? Will I be able to bond out from work release?
No, that would continue. And
That's what everybody gets for not listening to Kelly. I'm telling you, you gotta listen to Kelly.
Until further order of the court or your case is resolved.
So I'm not eligible for OR.
No, you're not going to get an OR today, no. So which do you want? You want your bond or you want work release? Your bond's going to be $1,000 cash.
I'll take the work release.
All right, court orders Mr. Kelly into work release as pre-trial condition.
Can I get speeding trial?
That's a good question. I guess he's still considered incarcerated in work release, or is that not qualified, Mr. Kelly?
I would have to look into that, Your Honor. I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm going to set up for him today. Then.
Okay.
And I need an attorney if I do then.
Well, you just told me you're a full-time employee and I'm allowing you to go back to work. So
Right, okay.
Hire your own attorney, Mr. Kelly.
Well, could I get an earlier court date? I'm trying to get this over with too, Your Honor.
Well, your other case is already set for October 7th, so both cases are going to be set for that date.
October 7th. Okay.
You still asking for a speedy trial?
Yeah, so, yeah, I still want speed of trial, so it'll be this month, September?
I'm going to tell you when it's going to be here in a second.
Okay.
Yes, you're getting a trial this month. Absolutely. You don't even have a lawyer yet, but don't worry about that.
That's Mr.
Don't stroke me, don't you?
Who's incarcerated, so can't use it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh no. Been there.
I got to be back work Friday for sure, Your Honor. I'm off Wednesday and Thursday.
For sure. Can we have the trial before Friday? I wonder what his lawyer thinks about all this rushing that he doesn't have yet and is going to have to prepare. Casey, thanks again. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kelly, pursuant to your motion for a speedy trial, the court now sets this matter for a jury trial on November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at 8:30 in the morning a.m. each day, with a pretrial conference of October 22nd, 2024 at 12:45 p.m. I'm also leaving the October 7th, 2024 at 12:45 p.m. date as the status of counsel, so you need to get your attorney hired as soon as possible, Mr. Kelly, because you're going to trial in November. The court does note on the record that November 20th, 21st, and 22nd are the first available jury trial dates the court has due to trial court calendar congestion. All right, I will OR you work release. They will probably be by to pick you up tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You can get back to your job, and as soon you need to get your attorney hired as soon as you can.
Okay.
And we'll see you for both cases on October 7th. So you need to have your attorney hired by that day.
Okay.
Any questions?
Oh.
You're excused. Thank you.
And just so you know, this is Indiana. So I don't know if that work release and no bond is everywhere or just Indiana. I don't know. I just know this is Indiana. Okay. Should have had the next one ready. Now, I can't remember where this is. I think you guys will know. Texas? I don't know. Well, I mean, you guys might know.
Mr. Pulliam?
Texas.
Back in 2021, you were charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, driving with an invalid license, failure to maintain financial responsibility, operating a vehicle with expired plate, and defective headlight. You pled guilty to those in 2022. You were given jail credit, released. You came in here the next day, set up a payment arrangement, made one payment, and then we didn't see you again. Why did you not make any more payments?
Lost my job.
Why didn't you come back and see the court?
No excuse.
Okay. Where do you work now?
I'm trying to get on disability.
Okay. What's your source of income right now?
Where do you work
don't have
now?
Who's
My
paying
mom.
for that home on Polk Street?
My mom. My mom helps me with my stuff.
Okay.
Amarillo, Texas. Go get them, ladies.
I mean, it looks like you've had previous cases with the court. You knew that if you couldn't make your payments, you should have come in and seen us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think it was partly during COVID and stuff, and it was
It was after COVID.
when
Yeah.
everything was still viral, so I didn't know how to handle it. So
No, you just come in. We were open that whole time.
yes,
So,
ma'am.
do you feel like you made a good faith effort to take care of this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me that good faith effort that you feel like you made.
I started to make the payments on it, but
You made one payment.
I usually don't pay it all. I was making the effort to pay it.
By making one payment, you think that's a good faith effort?
Not really.
Okay. I don't think so either, sir. I'm going to remand you to the chief of police of City of Amarillo until your fines and costs are paid in full.
Can you give
I'm
me?
going to find that you're indigent. So it's $14.97.
Can you give me any credit from the time that I spent and the money I spent already?
You got credit for the time and the money you've already spent. I'm giving you one day for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Brings you down to $13.47. Okay. So you'll have to serve that out at $150 a day or pay it. Good luck to you, sir.
150 bucks a day. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I don't know if I want to start this flip. It's 11 minutes long. So if it bothers you, nothing bad happens. Nothing bad happens to anyone. If the cameras bother you and the audio bothers you, if you're rewatching this later, fast forward to 11 minutes, or if you're watching it live, go make a sandwich. The audio is not great, but the cameras are the star of this show. So we are going to go to Harris County, Texas, in a courtroom we haven't been to before, because I want you to see the new camera system they got. And I'm wondering if this is a precursor to Judge Fleischer or not. I don't know. Casey Carey. Okay, listen. I'm going to try to say this without swearing. So I usually swear when I say this, but I won't swear right now. So my son is a gamer. Okay, he's on a college team. And he plays with his friends. It's his college team. He plays with his college team. He is also on a couple of other professional or semi-professional teams, and he plays with them. And there's a lot of screaming and yelling involved. And boys are I don't know where they get their confidence from, but boys in sports, they are just super all about themselves. Like they are the greatest thing in the world. What they just did was the greatest thing in the world. Blah blah blah. So when I'm trying to do something, he's screaming and yelling in the background. So I started to do the same thing. I'll come home from work. I'll see he has his headphones on. I'll hear him talk to his team, and there's things that he says that I know that he's right in the middle of a scrimmage, a game, or he's in the middle of a tournament where he needs like to focus. So I'll stand at the front door and I'll scream, "Do you know who I am? You know who the F I am? Do you know who the F I am? I'm the mother of Judge Overwatch. Now go make me a sandwich." And he's like, "No, no, no, no." Oh man, he hates it. But he has to understand that's what he does to me. I'm trying to do something. He's screaming those same words. "Do you know who I am? I'm Judge Overwatch." Yeah. Fletcher, sandwich fun. I can make so many ham and cheese with that. Oh man. Yeah. Yep. Ah. Gambler's gamer? Oh no, he doesn't gamble. Gosh, he doesn't have any money. He's a gamer. He has no money. Yep, that's exactly. Well, there's a few F bombs. Do you know what F I am? Do you know who the F I am? All right. Hi, Vibeworkers. Thank you. I was looking at ordering some. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, especially after people told me about it, like it's salty and sort of so like caviar is like salty, and that's fine. And other things are salty, like our anchovies are salty. They're fine. I think I'd be okay. But I really don't have issues with food. I just don't. I like food. Food is awesome. All food. Okay. Where am I going? I'm going to the next one. I'm going to the camera angles in Harris County. Here we go. Remember, 11 minutes. If you don't like it, go away for 11 minutes.
We'll bring it back up Monday for Judge Morris. We'll bring it back on Monday for Judge Morris.
Judge is a character if you can hear him.
Then y'all will have an idea. Right. It's just. How the heck robbery and you come back on something.
The bailiff is a character
too. You know, I don't like that at all. Get the shit out of here. I wouldn't like it if that was what behind the register. And then she comes stage and they start her hands. And when I was on the bench, I was liberal judges are always because I gave more probations than any of the 22 courts at that time. I gave the most, but then I revoked more than any judge because I gave it to people like that. That are
He just said that he gave the most probation to any judge back when he was wherever he was. I don't know. But he also revoked more probations than anyone else. This angle doesn't look terribly bad. On the top, you can see the entire courtroom. So like this over here actually touches this over here. It's a whole panoramic of everything. All right. So he is sitting in the front of here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This right here is just a wide view of what's going on down here. Unfortunately, it's just so noisy in this courtroom. It is so noisy. People do not be quiet. They just do not. And the camera is trying to catch the people we're talking and moving. So it just spazzes the whole time. We do see these two go in front of the judge um, in just a moment.
Oh, drug cases. Oh, really?
Sorry, and it does say on this placard right here, Judge Melissa Morris. So this judge is a character, but I don't know what his name is. I think he's just pro tem, but I don't know.
You better stand there now. Okay. So now, you're getting old. Ready for bigger on? Yeah, if you want to do a vote, say, hey, you go do it. Do it any way you want. Are you Lamar or what? Are you Simmons? Yes, Tesla Simmons, you're charged with assault on assault with bodily injury. On a police officer. Who does that? Hey, what woman does that? Well, assault with a police officer. I just don't get that. I didn't. What did you think you were? I don't remember. No, you were not. You were drunk. No, you were mean drunk. I was surprised at the charges. You got arrested. Yeah. We're talking about this time. The range of punishment on is this 2 to 20?
This is actually reduced to misdemeanor, Judge.
I think it was 2 to 20 originally.
Yes.
It is. So you're looking at now 20 years of prison, but your lawyer is having them reduced to a misdemeanor. I don't just want to see how you do that. Really good lawyer.
Right, great lawyer. Thank you.
The range of punishment is up to 1 year in the county jail, and up to $4,000. How do you plead to dismiss me? Guilty or not guilty? Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
All right. Yes.
Anybody force you to make you plead guilty? No. Your issues are sound incompetent?
In my opinion. I'm sorry, Judge. I believe so, yes. Yes, I believe so.
Stay on.
Oh, it's in our particular. Sorry. Oh, Texas, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I stand checks of the year in the Harris County Jail, getting credit for the fact you missed your phone. All right.
Your Honor, I have another quick matter. I have,
You got Lawler?
solid, documented cases. And, we're wanting to do an independent side key valve for her judge. She's got some.
Whatever you need to do. Yeah.
I filed a motion way back when, but for whatever reason, it didn't get signed off on. That psychologist requires $3,500. I like the way she does her, so Your Honor can sign off on that.
Look out, or you now. Hey, look at Is that yours?
Yeah.
My judge.
You got it.
Thank you.
Money on the. I think Lily. For the independent side key valve.
That's the one application we're asking for.
Yeah. 3,500.
A lawyer just last week where I was sitting, wanted 92 hours out of court on a state jail fellow. I'm just saying, we don't have that kind of money right now. You're gonna have to find somebody cheaper than that.
She's the only one I could find. She has 3 very serious cases in her. I can approach her.
I'm just trying to sign up you. We don't have that kind of money in the budget.
I understand.
And you don't think that the states, the person could, why don't you wait and find out if she comes back on that and then ask.
My experience. With all due respect, Your Honor, the last time I had a psych eval done on my other client, we waited 5 months and she didn't talk to the psychologist. They found her competent. Yeah, I know. So
Right.
I appreciate it, Judge. Thank you. Marsha? Yes. Yes.
I think he just said no to a psych eval.
Processing. Because I've never been able to set up on her computer yet. Let's see. Can you find, yeah, things that are ready for the queue. All of these deeds from the judge.
So if you notice, there's no little black microphones like they have in the other courtrooms. So what I think is, and I don't know this, I think that all of the cameras that they have in here have a microphone on it, and I think all of them are on. And I think we're hearing it from all of them at once.
Ready for here, this one.
Yes, it is.
You know, like a blind hole. If I put my nose around, I don't take home. It's just make it. My father said, yeah, like a blind hole. We are in the 216.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, now I think which part of it it's to go to the yeah. Did you tell me this was a touch screen? Yes. Subject, okay. Let me go that. And we are in the 216. That's great. Ma'am, tell me
This guy has some Will-like poses, so I'm trying to see if he's like Will. I can't see.
No, it's simple. We just did
I think she's here for a revocation hearing. Yeah. I was trying to see. I couldn't see.
So, ma'am, are you the same person who got probation in this form?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
October 29th, 2020, 4 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And while you're on this probation, they say they got 5 years probation. And while you're on this probation, they say you violated your probation. Tell me how you violated your probation.
I just did a second one.
Okay, so we call that an absconder. Absconder, did you know that? So, okay.
Let's just
Is it true that you stopped reporting?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Then I'm going to use that against you and find you guilty or previously you were not found guilty against continuous violence against the family. And is this against a man or a woman?
Man.
So now you can have a conviction. Felony conviction. Do you have any other felonies? You got the felonies?
Yes, sir.
Alright. And so I wanted to make part of the arrangement you go for 2 years on the Texas Department of Corrections.
Yes, sir.
So you've been to TDC before?
No, sir.
This is the first time
Yes, sir.
your neighbors ever go without you and they went there? Or because it just makes a difference the next time you come down the pike. And if it just happens again, each time you go, you usually trip to the penitentiary to make the penalty worse. But the worst thing about it is that you get 2 trips to the
She's
penitentiary.
guilty.
You know what the minimum punishment is, no matter what you charge with, it's 25 to life. That's what's going to happen. One day, something, if you go to TDC again, the very next time it'll be 25 to
This is
life.
her
If it's the
second
first time,
felony.
3rd-degree felony. Are you following me? Okay. Then I sent you to the other one, all the time, the law allows, and that's 2 years. If you credit, like you've been in jail, you have 486 days credits, but if you all those days credit. That's going to be good. Yeah. It's like very close to, rolling out. Probably won't make it to TDC, maybe. And, 2 years, you credit on time you've been in jail. Thanks, Judge.
So she's going back to jail. Ooh. That was the 263rd District Court, Harris County, Texas. Yeah, because she's a felon, and then she broke her probation, so now she's another felon. That's 2. If she gets another one, she's going to jail for 25 years. He's trying to tell her that. All right. Now we're going to go to Florida jail. We were here before. This is a real quick clip.
Mr. Newton, good morning. Mr. Newton, you're here on that warrant from the state of Alabama, and I've been told that you do wish to waive extradition and go back.
Okay, that sounds so Georgia. Is this Georgia?
Back to the state of Alabama, and that you're doing that freely and voluntarily. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Newton, it would show that you've signed that waiver. Thank you. Mr. Newton, they have 30 days to pick you up, but we ask them to pick you up in 15 days. So if you're still here in 15 days, Mr. Newton, I'll see you and I'll give you an update. With Houston County, that has never happened before. They always, so far, have picked people up within 15 days. So they may even get you today or Monday. But Mr. Newton, when you get to Alabama, you go in front of a judge there, and that judge will tell you if you've got a bond or not. Mr. Newton, do you have any questions?
Well, when do I get to see the doctor that when they hurt my shoulder when I come in and I was wrestling with the officers and I still ain't gave me no treatment for it? And I haven't got my medication. My high blood pressure.
Corporal, are you aware of his medical request, Corporal? Is the jail
Yes,
aware of it?
the doctor is supposed to be here today. I do not know his schedule, who's on it, but he is supposed to be here.
So, Mr. Newton, all I can do is make them aware of your request. I don't run the jail, but you put it on record and we're on YouTube. So let me finish. I expect to let you see the doctor in the very near future. Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, sir. Wish you the best. And I think that may be it for our jail cases. Mr. McDaniel, did I miss anybody?
No,
Mr. McDaniel.
And
I thought that was Florida. I have it as Florida, but that sounded like Georgia. That just sounded like Georgia. Is Mercer from Florida or Georgia? Who knows? We'll find out next time. So this next one, I believe, bonjour. I believe he got into a fight with officers in the jail. That's what I believe. We're going to watch this one together because I didn't have time to watch this to see if I saw enough to think that I want it. So that was enough for me. Here we go. We're going to Warren County, Ohio. Oh, wait, I got to go to it a minute further. Nailed it.
This is State of Ohio versus Chance Gampfer. Case number is 24CR41801. Mr. Gampfer is present today with his counsel, John Ashai. The state is represented by Jenny Nicholson. We are here for
Are you though,
hearing
Mike?
on ILC. What's the state's position on ILC?
Your Honor, he is, I believe, technically an eligible offender. The state does not believe he is an appropriate candidate for ILC. I understand that he is a young adult and does not have a lengthy adult criminal history. However, his juvenile history is extensive. He has a history of multiple violations of court orders. He had multiple residential placements as a juvenile. I believe he eventually went to the Department of Youth Services. He
Wow,
was
Casey,
not
thank
successful in
you.
anything that juvenile court
Fleischer.
attempted, to do with him. He then turned it into an adult and continued with his criminal behavior. So we do not believe that he is appropriate
KS,
for what
Terry,
ILC is. Beyond
Big
that,
Booty.
the purpose of ILC is if you have
Jay.
a substance abuse or mental health issue that leads to the commission of your offense. In this case, he had a gun, a loaded firearm in his
Thank you, Louise. That was
under
awesome.
his
You guys
seat
hit
in the vehicle.
everybody.
He doesn't believe that he has a substance abuse or mental health problem, as evidenced by the ILC report, and we do not believe that his use of marijuana contributed to him having a firearm in the vehicle during this offense. We believe it is his criminal mindset that led to that. So we don't believe that he is appropriate for ILC in that regard either.
Okay, any response?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have
I was wrong.
a history as a juvenile, one of which was vehicular homicide. He was diagnosed with PTSD because of that incident. He was 16
There can be only one.
years old. He does have the mental health issues, and he did go to marijuana to relieve him of that stressful times and nightmares and everything else. He's 20 years old now. He does have 2 small children. He does not have a felony criminal history, and he has never received treatment, not for substance abuse and not for mental health. So we do believe that he is a good candidate for ILC, and he has indicated that he was smoking on that day when he was caught with that weapon in his car, and he is willing to go
Thank you,
through
Mel.
treatment, and he is willing to abide by the court's orders. So we would ask that the court grant ILC.
Okay, anything you want to say on that issue, sir?
I know as a juvenile I had a lengthy history, but when I got out of DYS, I started trying to get my life together. I have 2 kids. I had a job consistently the entire time I was out of DYS. I just want to go home and take care of my kids because I've already missed so much time with them. And I'm willing to do anything to show you guys that I'm asking for one chance. I'm not asking for multiple.
I'm as confused as you are because I recorded it while I was doing something else and I walked away from it. Hold on.
Him having a firearm in the vehicle at juvenile court was ordered into their first step program, which is like the short.
While in the jail.
Speeding and the car slid out. I was on my way to work and my girl had both of the children at home. We had no babysitter. I was running late for work. It was the one time I drove. And yeah, I got pulled over for following too close. I wasn't speeding. When I was 16, I killed my best friend on accident because it was raining and I was speeding and the car slid out and he died. I didn't intentionally. I know it's still my fault and I live with it every day. I do.
Well, leave some room between you and the car ahead of you before you do something else like that. Now let's talk about your conduct while in the
Hi,
jail.
Minnie Donald.
August 14, 2024, around 2:14 in the morning, the officer said I entered a housing unit, A1, where you were housed to do a security round on the bottom tier. Was very loud, up, moving, being talkative. I advised everyone it was time to be in your bunks, laying down and being quiet. As I was hitting the second tag in the bottom tier, he's referring to you, said, actually, we just have to be by our effing bunks. I turned and said, if you were going to be rude and disrespectful, then you would go to the hole.
Donald, I'm very sorry that they had such harsh language in front of your daughter. That was my bad.
Behind the door. You just laughed at me and stated that you don't argue with the police. As I was walking out, you continued to say things. As I exited the pod, Officer Gabbard entered the pod. You and the officer exchanged words. He advised you to pick up your things, that you were going to the hole. I transported you to lockdown at approximately 2:18, when you were still being mouthy. You will be receiving 15 days lockdown, disrespect of an officer, major violations. Other minor violations. I'm wondering what's it going to take for you to show other people in this world respect.
I was in the kitchen pod, which is the Tans, and the CO came around to do his round at 2:15. We just got searched. We just got searched.
Me too.
Went through all our things, and I was finishing putting my stuff up, and he told me to get up in my rack, and I was like, well, don't we just have to be? I didn't say effing, and I even stated that when I went to the hole, because I didn't cuss the guard out, but I did say, well, technically we just have to be at our bunks, right? Because I'm still putting my stuff up. And he just wasn't having it. And I told him, okay, well, like I didn't know what else to do. And I was in the wrong. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I was upset at the moment, and I later apologized. I was in the wrong.
Okay. One of the things you would have learned had you gone to the military is be aware of your surroundings. You're an inmate. He's an officer in a uniform, in charge of keeping order there. You don't talk to people like that just because you think you can.
I've never been to jail, although I probably should have been, but it means get in your bed. Just get in your bed.
Just because you've done it for years. You had 17 juvenile infractions. You were getting in trouble the day after you had problems before. You're not a juvenile anymore. You're not under 18, and you're going to be treated like an adult. So I'm just trying to get this point across, because you've got an opportunity here to be a good dad, to raise your kids to be good people, or
how many
you can
kids
raise them
does
to
he
be
have?
punks, and they'll be standing there in an orange suit just like you are. This is your choice.
And I've came to realize that I have 2 children that look up to me, and I've heard it every day from my woman, who's tired of raising the 2 kids by herself because I keep putting her in these types of positions.
Me too.
I'm willing to change. I am. I have to. I have 2 kids who look up to me. I have to. When I got out of DYS, I had my daughter. I caught the aggravated vehicular homicide when I was 16. I didn't hear nothing from the courts. That's when I got my life together. This was 2019, I think. And then a year later, after I had my son, I started getting a job. I didn't get in no more trouble. I had to face my consequences. And that's when I went to DYS. And since I had been out of DYS, I had my daughter. I got a job. I tried doing everything that I needed to do. And yes, I'm not perfect. I still messed up. But I realized where I messed up. I know now I have to be there for them babies. My kids are my world right now. And I'm willing to do anything to show you that I am.
What are their
Where do
middle
you live?
names?
Middletown. But my fiance lives in Trenton. We had a place, but she moved back in with her mom. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I get some sort of an inkling that you started figuring out that this is your behavior that's causing these problems.
Yeah, and I can't blame nobody but me. I know.
Okay. All right. Treatment in lieu of conviction is an opportunity to avoid another conviction. I'm going to go ahead and proceed with that with the understanding that if you can't keep it together, then you're looking at going to prison for 18 months on a carrying concealed weapon charge. And if you can't keep it together after this exchange today, it means I'm not capable of doing or saying anything to motivate you.
Understand?
Okay.
I can tell you, you won't see me in your courtroom again. And I appreciate this opportunity. I do.
Okay. Let's go over your rights. You were charged with carrying a concealed weapon. I know you denied it was yours, although it was under the seat that you were seated in the vehicle, right? So if that requires you to plead guilty, which means you're admitting you committed the offense. You have a right to have a trial on the matter if you don't feel that it can be proven. You have a right to a trial by a judge or jury. Jury will consist of 12 people. Before you could be convicted, all 12 people would have to agree you had been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to confront every witness who testifies against you at trial. Do you know what that means?
So anybody that says that it is mine?
Sort of, yeah. If somebody gets on the stand and testifies, regardless of what they say, your attorney can confront, meaning to challenge those witnesses, ask questions, to bring out evidence that might be favorable for you. Okay. You have a right to have witnesses ordered to appear and testify at your request. So if there's somebody who knows something about this that you want to testify, the court will order them to appear. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
You have a right against self-incrimination. That means you don't have to testify. You don't have to prove anything. The state has to prove this case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you choose not to testify, it won't be held against you. As a matter of fact, if it's a jury trial, I would instruct the jury they could not consider or discuss the fact that you had not testified. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
Okay. This carries post-release control, which is supervision by the adult parole authority, meaning if you violate the terms of treatment in lieu of conviction and you are sentenced to prison, then you'd be subject
You got
to up
fired
to 2
over
years
shoes.
of supervision after your release. I think it's pretty likely that you would be supervised by the adult parole authority. If you violated the terms of supervision, the adult parole authority could send you back to prison for 9 months. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you are convicted of a new felony during that term of supervision, the court that has the new felony case can revoke the post-release control, impose whatever time remains on supervision. If you have less than a year on supervision, they can add a year to your sentence. I'm going to explain that just a little. If you get out and you commit a new felony, and it's only been four months into your supervision,
He is
that
slow.
means you would have 20 months left to serve.
Okay.
That the court in the new felony case could impose to serve before the new felony starts.
Okay.
If you get within 1 month of the 2 years being over and you commit a new felony, they can still add a year because you have less than a year of supervision left. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about your constitutional rights?
No, sir.
Any questions about post-release control?
No, sir.
I find this to be a knowing and voluntary waiver of constitutional rights. What is your plea to carrying a concealed weapon?
Guilty.
What is your plea
I
to
love
the
when I do
specification
that.
for
I love it.
forfeiture of a Glock 19 weapon?
I didn't quite understand that. Is that the same charge, right?
Well, a specification means they're adding a bit more of a penalty to it. In this case, the penalty that's added to this carrying a concealed weapon is you lose the weapon. It's forfeited.
Okay.
So,
Yes, I understand.
okay. What's your plea to that?
Guilty.
Okay, accept your plea. Find that you are eligible for treatment in lieu of conviction, so I'll stay all criminal proceedings at this point. Place you under the supervision of the Warren County Adult Probation Department. That period will be up to 3 years. Anything from the state on supervision?
Nothing additional. We would defer to probation's recommendations.
Ms. Scheid, anything on behalf of Mr. Gampfer?
Only that he is willing to abide by the court's orders and he does want treatment. We also did fill out an application for recovery court. Might lend him some structure. And we also would like to address bond.
Okay. Mr. Gampfer, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to say other than what you've already said?
No, sir. Like I said, I can tell you that you won't see me in your courtroom again.
Well, if you do recovery court, I will.
Well, yeah.
Stiletto Crocs.
Do you know anything about recovery court?
Not exactly, no. I talked to Tauber House. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but the lady seemed really nice and she seemed like she could help me. What I feel like my problem is my PTSD and my paranoia. The car wreck gave me PTSD, and the paranoia came from thinking people were after me because of me basically killing my best friend. I mean, I had his family coming after me. I had people just threatening me, and I mean, like I said, I mean, it made me paranoid. I mean, but and that's why I coped with marijuana. I mean, I've never done any other drug. I've never tried any other drug. So, I mean, other than that, yeah, I don't really know.
I don't think this is a case for recovery court. He'd have to be here 3 times a week for once. He has a job, right?
I did.
Okay.
But I'll have a job within a week. I've had a job consistently the entire time I was out, so I'm sure my original employment place would still take me back.
Yeah, and if it's just marijuana, recovery court generally has people who are doing much more intensive drugs, and there's no point in exposing them to that. I'm looking for your email.
Mine?
No, I'm talking to her. One moment. Okay, it's Talbot House. He said he talked to, I'm sure he did the assessment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Middletown, what do you think the best treatment option is for him?
I mean, for outpatient treatment, since he's already done the assessment with Talbot House, he could get in very quickly. So I don't think that would be a bad option for him.
Okay, mental health.
Mental health and then the substance abuse for the marijuana.
Yes, you're green.
PTSD is mental health issue. So anxiety is, depression is, paranoia is. These are all issues they can help you with. If you make a good faith effort and you know what that means, then they can help you. You can't change anything you've done in the past. Fortunately for you, 90% of the number is juvenile, and that's really not a part of your permanent record and not a criminal record. This vehicle accident, which is what it was, is obviously something that's going to be with you the rest of your life, but it should not keep you from being successful. And the treatment people will help you with the PTSD issues. But the help's going to be there if you take advantage of it. But you have to make an effort yourself. I think I've said about everything I can say. Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Okay, he's ordered to undergo that treatment. He's ordered to also complete thinking for a change. He'll be released on a monitor. The monitor will be for 60 days. The first 30 is house arrest, but you will be allowed to go to treatment. You'll be allowed to go to any group support meetings that might be appropriate, and you'll be allowed to work. You don't have a driver's license, do you? Okay, so how do you get back and forth?
My fiance. What about my children? Because they're in Trenton, Ohio, which is just 15 minutes up the road. How would I go about seeing them?
Well, you can't drive, right?
No, but I mean,
That's crazy.
She can pick me up and take me over there.
Is that where you do your parenting, your visitation at her house?
Some questions we don't ask.
We had our own place.
What do you now?
Not now.
Okay, so if she's agreeable to that, then that's fine. Visiting your children will be permitted. If she's not agreeable, you'll have to, juvenile court probably has jurisdiction over that, right?
Yeah.
You have to take that up with them. I don't have any control over you.
Oh, no, like we're together.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah,
It sounds like she moved back in with her parents.
Because she couldn't afford. She's
Okay.
going to school.
So you say you're still together.
Yes. Yeah.
And-
She's going to school. So
Are you going to be
She's-
allowed to live with her parents?
I wouldn't want to put that burden on them. But
Where are you going to live?
my mother's,
Okay. Does she rent?
my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the landlord's going to have to approve you.
From what I understand, if you get banned from a page, you don't really get banned from a page. You get hidden. So you can actually go to that page as much as you want, a channel, a video, whatever. You can go there as much as you want. You can't comment. You can't chat in live chat. No one will see that you're there because, I mean, you can't communicate with anybody, but you can still go.
Being in her residence, is that going to be a problem?
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
I don't think so.
A lot of landlords are kind of touchy about that. They have people who live there, and then the court contacts them and asks for their permission for you to live there, and they kind of get squeamish about that and say no. But hopefully that'll be an option for you. If not, then talk to your officer. There are other options available, but it sounds like if your mom will let you live there, that's fine. So, and yeah, you can visit with your children. Okay. So
Yeah, but I did that.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Prosecutor,
Not at this time, thank you.
defense,
Your Honor, he's unemployed currently. He would like to ask if the court would waive the fees for the monitor.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you can go to job interviews. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is it going to take for you to start respecting other people? That was a good one, Judge. That was a good one. Okay. Now it's time for Fleischer, I think. Let's look. Let me just double check. Yeah, we did it all. Ooh. It's just, it's just so funny that it takes me hours to get this and it's done in an hour. And it's like, wait, what? I don't know. I feel like I've been shorted somehow. I do. So I have these trials starting to pile up because I want to play them, but they're like, you know, 5 hours long, 6 hours long. And I don't know if we want to do, we just did that trial with the Kung Fu, and that was a couple days long. I think clips like this is better, or do we want trials? I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys like these little clips better or trials? I would say I can save the trials as videos, but I'm only on day 7 with the Kelly trial. It's 18 days long and it's been a while. So I can like break a trial down. Like we can watch one trial and it'll take like all week to finish it because it's like, 8 hours long. Or I can just do clips. Or I can do a little of both. I can do clips for like 4 days and then start a trial and then go back to clips. I love trials too, Tina. It's not like I can always get. No, you know what? I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. I do not care. I do not care who the judge is, even if it's Judge Fleischer. I'm done with jury selection. I'm not doing, just like I'm done with probate. You won't see me do any probates. Nope, I'm not doing it anymore. And you won't see me do any more jury selection because unless something goofy happens, I am not interested. So yeah, I'll swap it up. I won't stick with only trials, and I'll do more clips than anything. This The bad part about trials is because I get the judges that are only live, they're not like recorded on YouTube. It's hard to get a whole trial. It's definitely hard to get the very beginning. That's almost impossible. I have to be like super lucky. And then like if I do like 8 hours of recording and then I'm at work and I like miss the verdict or something, there's nothing I can do about it. I just wasted all of that time. And the problem is I have this trial with great content in it, with people yelling at each other, throwing things, and great body cam footage and all this stuff, and then I have no verdict. So, yeah, I don't know. Trials are I can recap the end. Like this is what happened. This is how he rolled. No, Maiko. Maiko, if you want to see jury selection and jury instructions, you better go find those clips yourself because I already got a headache just thinking about it. Yeah, just maybe that's what I'll do. I'll play clips that I like, just the clips that I like from the trial, and then just tell you the verdict. That might be bad. I mean, that might not be bad. That might be good. That's such a good idea, CJ. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read the whole verdict, every one of them. I know. I know. I have the Kelly trial going on, and I saw some comments that people have like already saw the end, and it's like, oh, you guys ruined it for yourself. But that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, there is boring parts. There are boring parts. I have this tree trial that I love, but I gotta clip it down. It's so hard. All right. All right, let's get to Judge Fleischer. Ooh, I don't have him logged up. Don't worry, he's at the top of my list. Oh, wait, real quick. Is this going to be interesting? Oh, stop. Okay. Don't worry about that cat. The cat is absolutely fine. She's just very annoyed. She is very annoyed at her son right now. And she keeps yelling at her son. Nothing I can do about it. Moria Deming versus John Pacetto. It is an Australian court case. Australians, do I need to get this? Or it's 2 days from now. It's not right now. She's fine. She's really just mad at her son. I understand. I'm on her side. Listen, tell me if I should get this Australian case or not. Oh, I hear a yes. I'm gonna do it. It's in 2 days. Okay, now we're gonna go to Judge Fleischer. This time I promise. I'm not gonna get distracted. I'm not gonna look at chat. Oh my gosh, cat.
Are you gonna file Stanford?
I'm gonna put your date. I'm gonna put the date that you did this.
Here we go. We're
Jasmine
back to
Bautista.
normal. Jasmine.
Okay, move on.
Page 4, Blake, come on up. Salon, Alexis.
This is Blake. Okay. Got it. All right. You Darius Blake. Mr. Blake, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On September 4th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a possession of marijuana investigation at 100 Hollows Tree Lane in Harris County, Texas. Officer was informed defendant crossed unauthorized crossing point from convenience store to apartment complex. Officer observed strong odor of marijuana.
Wait. He did what?
It says he crossed an unauthorized crossing point. So I guess he crossed the street.
To jaywalking?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. And then
walking while black.
And it says the officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and he was informed that the defendant had begun to walk backwards upon being asked about marijuana by another officer. A PC search was conducted, and the officer observed a large sack of marijuana.
I don't think so. Walking while black. I don't think so. I'm going to find no probable cause.
Yes,
Mr. Blake, be careful, man. You know, the world is against you. Don't let him be. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? The more you just, come on, man. All right, I'm going to have you just take a seat and back, all right? Hang tight.
No, he goes with you.
Right,
No,
Judge, page
go dress
9,
him.
Edinburgh.
Don't give that shirt to the 80s. No, we were lit.
Are you Mr. Edinburgh?
Lit check.
Mr. Edinburgh, you were placed on probation 4,584 days ago. You're now here. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Do you have a lawyer today? No. It's time to decide today what we're going to do. It's been way too long. This case is from 2011. Take a seat for me in the jury box, sir. Nope, that way.
All that.
Can you appoint Mr. Edinburgh? Edinburgh, a lawyer.
We were bad.
Next judge is page 11, Garza, come on up.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if Luis is, if you'll do the next one, let me see if Luis is over here real quick.
Okay. Just-
Garza, line up.
Which Louise?
Toma asiento.
Luis, which
Page
Luis?
12, Jackson, come on up.
Cecilia Jackson, come on up. Don't go that way. We don't want you near the DAs. Go around this way, please.
Hi, John. I still have Aquanet. I'm not gonna lie.
Cecilia Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jackson, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Okay.
On March 29th, 2024, officers made contact with the complaining witness at 2700 Eldridge Parkway in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, a loss prevention associate for Target, stated the defendant had entered the store with 2 large reusable bags and placed them in a basket of an electric scooter. Defendant proceeded to place pet training pads and 2 Lego boxes in the basket and was observed placing the items into the reusable bags and passing all points of sale without attempt to pay. The total was $130.97. Defendant was ID'd with her Texas driver's license.
He is the best. This guy right here, out of anybody we had yet, he reads the charges. It's like he prepared. He's not stumbling or boom. This guy is the best we've had so far.
Ms. Jackson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am?
37.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a student right now.
You're where?
I'm a student.
A student at 37? Most people have their careers by 37. Where are you a student at?
The HCC Coleman campus.
How do you get money? How do you eat?
My husband.
Okay, so you're married.
Yes, sir.
What does your husband do for a living?
He works in IT.
Okay, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Target stores whatsoever. You understand?
Yes,
If
sir.
I find that you go to a Target store, you pick up any new cases, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
Okay, I can understand not going to Walmart or that Chevron or no, don't go to Target. How are you supposed to shop? I mean, I go to Target. I don't even know what I need when I go to Target. Target tells me what I need. So who's going to tell her what she needs to buy for the house? If she doesn't go to Target, she's going to walk around Walmart and Walmart's going to tell her what to buy. It just doesn't work like that.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go first to Victoria to sign a reset. After that, I will have you take a seat in the jury box. I will get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. When you
Okay.
come back, please have a lawyer, man.
Okay.
Can you file no going to any Target, please?
All right, Judge, we're gonna circle back to Bautista.
Oh, I'm
That's
scared.
taken out,
guys.
Judge.
Any THAs or anything?
Sorry, Judge, page 25.
What did they
Treadwell.
do? Okay, I have to Google something, guys. I'll be right back.
Elena, you know Pavel today? Pavel? Is Pavel coming today or no? Okay. Good morning, Ms. Treadwell. Ms. Treadwell, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 4th, 2024, officers observed the defendant's vehicle failing to maintain a single lane at 2600 Eldridge Parkway in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed the defendant's vehicle swerve on multiple occasions, cross over center strike the lane divider, and on one occasion almost strike another vehicle. Traffic stop was initiated. Officers made contact with the defendant, who was the driver of the vehicle. The officer observed lethargy, slurred speech, red eyes, and the defendant stated she had ingested trazodone to help her sleep. Officers had a defendant exit her vehicle and observed unsteady balance. Standard field sobriety tests were administered. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. Defendant was read the DIC and refused blood. A blood search warrant was obtained and executed. Defendant was ID with a Texas driver's license.
Did you say there was an odor of alcohol as well or no?
No, Your Honor.
Hey, Ms. Don't say anything.
I'm sorry.
Ms. Trevor, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a Texas driver license, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You need to understand if you're taking any kind of medication for depression or any other prescribed medication, controlled medication, it's still possible to abuse it, intoxicate, or make yourself, without the ability to drive. If you take too much, if you do something that you're not supposed to, you end up on the street again, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Does she have any prior DWIs?
I'll check, Your Honor.
You can run her NCIC, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, guys. Man keeps hitting us with these stories. You notice? Man, you keep hitting us with these stories. Out of nowhere. Oh man, if we could just get you and Kelly to just chat more. Oh my gosh, this would be awesome.
How old are you, ma'am?
32.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a case manager for individuals with mental health and IDD.
Don't you dare be quiet.
You,
Don't you dare.
are you married, children?
I have 2 kids. I'm not married. So.
You have 2 children?
Yes, 2 daughters, 11 and 4.
No previous DWI, just the previous step.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am?
I can't afford it right now. I lost my job due to this incident.
I'm offering you a lawyer. Would you like a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes, please.
I understand the stress about this, but don't abuse any kind of dope. Imagine if you go to jail and you don't have anyone to bond you out, who's going to take care of those? Ma'am, Ms. Treadwell, I want you to listen. I know you're thinking about what to say, then you don't listen. If you go to,
I'm gonna listen. Yes, sir.
if you go to jail and I can make your bond $15,000 and you don't have anyone to bond you out, who's going to take care of those 2 little girls? You need to consider this next time you're out there in the free world, because if I find that you're a danger, that you do something to violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in there. I'm not giving you any more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to fill out an application for me now. So deputy's going to give you an application. After that, I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center, reset. You will eventually meet with Rachel for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. All right? Yeah. We'll direct you if you want to head that way.
Right this way.
Mom
Page
just
3, Bautista.
my cat.
Oh, sorry.
Mom just
Sorry, Yasha. I'm not.
That's the 3rd time.
Okay, move on.
Hi,
Hey,
Lana.
Yasha, hey,
How are you?
what's going on?
Judge, I'm here on Mr. Tyrell, Ian Tyrell. He has the bond violation.
Come up, Mr. Terrell. I'm sending you now for a drug test, sir.
Sir.
And then if you ever miss another drug test, I'm going to put you in jail, no questions asked, and I'm going to make your bond probably double what your felony is. Do you understand?
Sir,
As it stands, I ordered you not to consume alcohol or any kind of dope. We're going to test you now. We'll see what it shows, if anything. And then you have other things to do?
Yes, sir.
You want to, can you come back?
Yes.
Okay, take a seat for me, Mr. Trump. We're going to find out here shortly. Okay, yeah, I'll text you when we get him back too. Come up, sir.
Hey, Judge.
Yes, good morning.
I'm here on Miss Houston, where we have a PPI agreement worked out. We're taking it out in the management class. And although I gave her what I thought were clear instructions, she misunderstood me and thought I needed to send her the contract before she showed up. So it's my fault. She's not present today. If we could roll her over just for a short reset, we'd get this thing cleared up.
All right, pick a day next week.
That'd be great.
Does she have the class done or no?
She's supposedly working on it now. I mean, I spoke to her this morning saying, where are you? She said, oh, I didn't think you had to be there. She gave me the contract.
Okay, tell her if she doesn't have the class done and the contract signed by next time, I'm gonna be very upset with her. She must be here at the next setting, no questions asked. Okay, so pick a day. Say on top of 12, Victoria, any day next week, please. No, any day next week, SFBF. You got it. Okay. Hey, Alan, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
We made it.
I hear you. I'm approaching on behalf of Keith Polk. His case is kind of old. It's from February. I spoke with him. He's getting ready. They reset it until October, and it's looking like upstairs gonna end up going to trial.
And let's do this here. I mean, I'm not gonna delay the inevitable. You know what I mean? So where's Mr. Polk now? Come up, Mr. Polk.
Jojo, if that happens, how do they fix it?
Yeah, I'm not setting it out all that long. I mean, it's already 203 days old. Good morning, Mr. Polk. Your case is over 200 days old, and it's time to decide now what you want to do. What have you offered, state?
There is a 20-day offer on file.
Okay. You see if you can get something else. I don't know.
Due to the fact that it was in the same transaction, we're gonna have to set it for trial.
Okay. All right. So pick a day, pick a Tuesday next month. We'll go to trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome to accept an offer, plea bargain from the state. Otherwise, we'll set your case for trial today and we'll just go from there. All right. Okay.
Also, I'm working on a
Okay, just take a seat for me, sir.
A similar situation for Jackie Haynes Clay. They upstairs actually set it for trial for January 15th.
Is she in custody?
He's in custody right now.
Oh, he's in custody.
Yes.
That's so far away. It's not almost January, is it, guys?
Okay. Oof, that's an old case too. What does Mr. Haynes Clay want to do here? Or is it she or he?
It's a he, Your Honor.
What does Mr. Haynes Clay want to do here?
For downstairs, we have a criminal mischief, allegedly slashing tires. Then the felony is related to items that he had on his possession as far as credit cards, alleging that he had on his possession.
I thought
It's
it was
222
internal.
days old.
I thought it was
They
an
set up a
Ellie.
trial January. I mean, we're not going to wait that long. Obviously, it's way too old.
Yes, sir.
So does he want to take a deal?
No, Your Honor.
Set it for trial?
Set it for trial.
I say it's the same thing. Let's set them both for the same day, I guess, or whatnot.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
for sure. Hi,
Good morning. I'm approaching on an Alzheimer matter.
what's your cause?
It's 251-9768. My client is currently out on bond, and as his bond conditions is that he has to report for random drug and alcohol testing. He wants to travel to a family reunion
I'm
October.
okay with traveling.
Okay.
Just tell him that he's gonna get tested when he gets back, so don't use, because if he does his,
Okay, perfect.
yeah,
Thank you.
okay, yes, ma'am. Hey, Connor.
Anissa Davis. She just had to step outside because her child was crying. But I told her that she was being drug tested today. I talked to her about what happened. Basically, she just, after her first court date or second court date, she thought that she didn't have to continue to call in. It's just a mistest.
Yeah, I'm sending her for a test right now.
Yeah, I told her that would be what.
Yep. So she was giving 8 hours community service in a class for dismissal, right?
Yeah, well, that's the offer, Judge, yes.
She still hasn't taken.
That's because of me, Judge. I haven't advised her to do that. But I told her about the class. It's just
2 months old.
Yes, Judge, I know. And
I cannot. You really haven't told her about it?
I told her about the
Yeah,
offer.
I'm not gonna let you fall on the sword.
I
Right. No way, Connor, come on. Can you send her for a test right now, please? What's the problem?
Yeah, that's her, it's her and her child.
She's gonna have to do something with that baby. I'm sending her for a drug test. You know, not, you can't come here with the baby and you got a bond violation. Hell no. You know that?
Okay, let me talk to her really quick.
Thanks.
So my name is Extradition now. So you were just calling for the
Yeah, but just let it, I'd like him tested when he gets back.
Don't go too far, Michael. Don't go too far.
Yeah, have him come back and take a test. Right, because that's what we advise him what we're gonna do.
I'll do an order.
Thing, you can waive the signature too.
Call
okay.
Michael in. Call her husband and take care of the baby. Victoria's working.
Yeah, it's a DWI, so no drugs, no alcohol, random waste.
Judge, real quick on this one, right? So on the reset, it's waived, 7/11. But then he approached off docket in August, for traveling reasons, right? The conditions say the defendant is required today. I'm assuming maybe you wanted to drug test her. I don't know, but
Mac, we're talking about your.
Melissa and Victoria both look like librarians today. Like sweet, innocent librarians.
Guy.
Look, she can't give anybody a knuckle sandwich. Look at that. Look.
and I told him I would just check with you before doing the reset.
Sorry, Judge.
So I know that they wanted to travel.
Yeah, so she had traveled and she was already back. So my understanding was that she just continues to call in as soon
Yeah,
as she
for
got
sure.
back. So.
Yeah, we warn them that, hey, when you get back, you're gonna get drug tested, so just be careful. Don't use when you're out. That's all we do.
So on the conditions, it says required appearance on every setting. So I don't know if
No,
we should amend it.
Yeah.
Change
no,
it to
we-
take it off.
Yeah,
Well, I know that, but I assume
yeah.
because she went.
No,
out of
we'll waive it
country.
like we always do.
Right, yeah, that's why I was confused when she asked me if she was here. I was like.
There must have just been a mix up, so don't worry about it. We'll waive it like we always do, right? There's no issue.
Okay.
Just if they call her, let her know she's
You're
gotta go.
right. I
And
don't
know
watch enough.
They're going to, I just don't know when.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Judge.
Thanks, man, for sure. Hi, Council, come on up. Yes,
Evans, it's on the docket.
okay,
Discovery order.
done it. I'll sign it for you. Okay, all right, have fun. 4 weeks. I'm sending your case off 4 weeks, Mr. Caraway. When you come back, it's plea or trial. You are over at that time. You don't have any more time. I don't care what's going on in your life. You need to decide what you want to do with this case. You must either accept a plea bargain from the state, or I will immediately set your case for trial, and you're going to get a very quick trial setting with us. Do you understand? Okay.
You got it, Jim. Thank you very much, sir.
Shagwell.
John D.
Judge is gonna go over everything that we talked about. So just yes, sir, no, sir. Yes. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Lane.
Can't have a dog.
How you doing, sir?
How are you? You're charged with 3 cases. You're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant, terroristic threat, and criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days on the terroristic threat, and they're going to dismiss the interference and the criminal trespass. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charge ready to open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, so you can never, try to change this in the future. You never come to court. You never, ever come to court. Mr. Lane, every time you pick up a case, we give you a PR bond and you take off and you never come back. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th time. What's going on with you? Are you homeless?
Just be outside.
You living on the street? You don't want to go anywhere? You don't want to get to the Star Hope, find a bed?
I need to get my phone. I need to get the phone.
Need a what?
A phone.
A phone. Do you have a phone? If you come back here, we have services that can help you. If you go to a shelter, they also have services that can help you straighten up your life, and you can get a phone. But living on the streets, how old are you now?
I'm 30.
30. Time flies very quickly. In the blink of an eye, 15 years will have passed. And when you're looking like 40, you're gonna be looking like 70, all Quasimodo-like on the side of the street. It's not funny, man. It's true. See all those guys on the side of the road look all toothless, Quasimodo-like? It happens in the blink of an eye, man. You don't straighten up now, that's what's gonna happen. Good luck, Mr. Lane. Abandon it. Do you want me to sign this one?
No.
Okay, all right. Hey, Mr. Sherman, come on up. Yeah.
Approaching Ms. Contreras, Judge, you just wanted confirmation yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We've shown that probation is confirmed. that she's-
Wonderful. That's Ms. Contreras, come up. Great job. Wow, fantastic. Great job. Did you get a job?
Good job.
What are you doing?
I wait.
Really? It's an interesting job. Great. So just keep it up. That's, how much was that, 250?
150, Judge.
150. Okay, look, I'll take it. We'll take anything as long as you can just keep it going. So the next one you want to do when?
The next is
Are we
by
doing
week,
2 weeks? Right, every 2 weeks? Okay, all right. Great, just keep it up. Do the 150 every 2 weeks. At some point, you'll be done with this. It'll get dismissed. Remember,
And we're set. We have a length of probation, 9 months, or length of PTI, 9 months. But I told her if she pays early,
Yeah.
she gets it all paid, we can get off
the
early.
minute you pay it off, they'll dismiss the case.
Okay.
Otherwise it's gonna be, but I'm telling you, the one time, if you miss, that's it. You're gonna lose all that money and I'm gonna set your case for trial. So just keep paying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, see you in 2 weeks.
Lozano, come on up.
You want us to get,
We'll do a 2-week reset.
go there?
I'm gonna require her appearance. If she hasn't paid, I'll waive the appearance. But if she did not pay it when she's supposed to, she's gotta be here.
Every month, it's $65 every 2 weeks.
It was 145 every 2 weeks.
No, it's 150 every 2 weeks. Yeah. That's the agreement we signed and that's what she told us.
Martha says we should do a 48-hour stream.
Okay. Great.
We'd love to see it.
Judge, we have a Spanish arraignment. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I completely fell asleep during Judge's
Garza,
stream
come on
today.
up.
I tried.
Good morning.
I
Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Does something great happen that I need to find?
Except for my allergies.
What's the name of the
Garza. Martha Lucia Garza.
Lucia Garza.
Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
I was having a nightmare that I started my restaurant. So I bought the food truck because I can't afford to buy a restaurant. And me and my niece want a restaurant. So we bought the food truck so that we could use that to earn enough money to open a restaurant, a real restaurant. And while Judge Fleischer's courtroom was going on and I should have been modding, I fell asleep, had a nightmare, and we opened the restaurant and the first customers come in and things are happening, and then they order a Coke, a water, and a beer, and it takes me like 20 minutes to get these 3 drinks, and it was horrible. It was just like, don't open a restaurant because it's not going to work. That's what happened today.
You have the right to have an attorney present.
Be right back.
If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
September 4th, 2024, officers were dispatched to 200 Baybrook Hall in Harris County, Texas.
I'm sorry, Council, could you slow down just a tad?
No problem.
Officers were.
Dispatched
Los oficiales fueron
to
despachados
200
al
Baybrook Hall
200 Baybrook Mall
in Harris County,
en el
Texas,
condado de Harris County, Texas.
in reference
En
to shoplifting.
referencia a un hurto.
Officers
Los
arrived to the
oficiales
defendant already detained
llegaron allí y vieron a la
by Macy's
acusada ya
Asset
estaba
Protection.
detenida por los procesos de
Officers made
protección,
contact with the complaining
prevención
witness.
de pérdida.
The complaining
Hicieron contacto al
witness,
demandante,
the asset protection manager,
refirió el manejador de
stated he
protección,
observed the
dijo
defendant
de
walk
que
to the
vio
store,
que la acusada entró a la tienda,
take several items,
llevó varios artículos,
walk into the female changing room,
ir al cuarto de cambio
and exit the
y
changing room
salió
with nothing
del
in her
cuarto
hands.
sin nada en sus manos.
The complainant
El
stated nothing
demandante
was in the
dijo de
changing
que
room
nada estaba ahí en el cuarto
after the
de cambio
defendant left,
y cuando ella se
and that the
fue,
defendant had a
y de que la
bag with
acusada
her.
traía una bolsa con ella.
Defendant
La
stated
acusada
that she
dice
brought
de
some
que
snack.
ella,
Oh, I apologize.
disculpe,
Defendant stated
la
she
acusada
bought some
dijo que
snacks,
había comprado unos
and then the
snacks
defendant walked
y
past
luego
points of
la
sale
acusada
where she
pasó
was stopped by
por la
asset
venta
protection,
donde la detuvieron los
who
de
found
protección de
items
pérdidas y
concealed
encontraron
in
que
her bag.
tenía
The
artículos
total
escondidos
was
en su bolsa. El total
$316.29.
es de 316
How much was the total?
centavos. ¿Cuánto?
$316.
316.
And which Macy's was this? Was it Houston Galleria, Baybrook Mall?
En Baybrook
Okay.
Mall.
Ms. Garza, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
Norteamericana.
Yes. You are a United States citizen.
Yes, I am
Okay.
naturalizada.
I'm ordering,
Natural citizen.
okay, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Macy's whatsoever.
No está ninguna tienda Macy's para nada.
I'm also ordering you not to go back to Baybrook Mall.
Decimos Baybrook.
If you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
No va a sacar, va a salir bajo fianza.
Do you understand?
Palabra, ¿se entiende? Estoy escuchando. I'm listening.
But do you understand? You cannot go back to any Macy's.
Entiende las órdenes que se le acaban de imponer. Estoy entendiendo. Piensa, man, understanding.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer with you today?
No, I don't.
Do you work? Do you have an income?
I'm a housewife. I'm a housewife.
Are you married? Obviously.
Yes, I am married.
And what does your husband
¿Y
do?
qué trabaja su esposo? Maneja un camión. He is a truck driver.
Have you guys looked into hiring a lawyer?
¿Has buscado contratar un abogado? No. No.
Do you know how much money he makes a month?
¿Cuánto gana su marido al mes? No, no exactly. No, I don't know, not exactly, no.
Okay, I will, if you want to apply for
Si acaso
a
usted quiere
lawyer,
aplicar
I
para
will
un
send you
abogado,
home with an application. I need to know what your household income is before we appoint you a lawyer. I don't give out appointed lawyers like candy on Halloween. You have to qualify, and that is the federal poverty guideline. So for now, I will give you an application. We will send you home with it, and we will set you off a couple weeks. In the interim, please reach out to lawyers. They're a dime a dozen in Harris County. Most of them, 99%, will put you on a payment plan. You ask, where a couple $100 a month, they will represent you. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We will get your bond conditions. We will have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Deputy, do you mind giving her an application? She can just.
All right, guys, I got a video to upload before courts open, and I got to get ready for courts to open. And then I got to take a tiny nap, or I won't be in Judge Fleischer's court today. And Linus will get me because I've been slacking. Micah won't care. Watch chat, okay? Psycho. I can't make it to Judge Fleischer's court today, okay? Hold on. Is that okay, Micah? Do you care? Slacking. Yes. Micah, you gotta answer me. I know there's a delay, but skip the delay and just answer me. I won't be able to make it because I'm gonna go to sleep. Is that okay? He's not answering. See? He's like, we don't need you there. What do we need you there for? And Fozzie's like, well, I only make it there half the docket anyway, so Micah's like, I got it. I'm just kidding, Micah. I'll be there. Because Linus really will get me. Lena Key, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be there today. I'm gonna upload 2 videos today. One is the Kelly trial, and that is day 7 a.m. And I thought it was entertaining. It wasn't like nobody. Well, yeah, she did get a little loud. I was gonna say no one was screaming or yelling, but yeah, she did get a little heated. It's a I don't know 2.5 hour video, and it's not 2.5 hours long of screaming and yelling, but it's pretty good. And then I'm gonna put a Karen who thinks that it's ridiculous that she has to go to jail. So yeah, but I'm not gonna put that Karen video out until like in the middle of the daytime when other people are awake. Isn't that crazy? People are awake in the middle of the day. It's 18 days long. We are on day 7. So I have been picking up the pace of the videos that I'm putting out. I've been trying to put more videos out so that we can get it going. So it's more interesting. Like today was more interesting. So I really have to find out what happens tomorrow. But I won't be able to do that until I get off work tomorrow, which is today for you guys. Fozzie understood what I just said. Oh yeah, And in 2 days, I have to get that Australian trial. Well, okay. Everything will work out. Don't worry. Everything's fine. I will see everybody in Judge Fleischer's courtroom in 3 hours. 3 hours. Be there. And then I don't know if you can. I know I asked this before. I think maybe 2 people did it. I'm not sure. But like actually, never mind. I'm going to have a request tomorrow. And I'm going to give you what you need to do. It's a link to Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook account between now and tomorrow, create a Facebook account. And please make sure it's an appropriate name. Just make sure it's an appropriate name. Because we're all just going to send a message on Facebook to a certain someone who needs it. That's it. It will only take 2 seconds. I will give you the link. You just click it, type, "Oh my gosh, you're awesome," and then boom. Okay? Okay? So just have a Facebook account ready for tomorrow with an appropriate name. All right, except for Mel. Mel, you do not have to have a Facebook account. You just let him suffer. It's fine. I mean, we'll just let him suffer because you don't want a Facebook account. He doesn't need to hear a good message. It's okay. I'll make 7. I already have 7 Facebook accounts. Never mind. All right, guys, behave. Come tomorrow so that we can all do this together. And I'll see you in Judge Fleischer's courtroom. Bye, guys. Thank you. Oh, wait, I got to put my outro on.
Got these life echoes, digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Her eyes near a sky so blue. In her jokes there's a truth so true. With each string she brings the light, turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm.